All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Road to a Championship, episode 3. Welcome back to the next level. My name is John. Let's go ahead and head into it. Remember last game we finished off 10 and 20, and I was starting to think maybe I might blow it up, but I'm gonna go ahead and wait until the trade deadline, see if I can maybe get some values up. And if I get some values up, then maybe possibly I can go ahead and trade some players. Maybe hit some cap flexibility, whatever it may be. I do want to know if there's a possible way I can get off of Ben Simmons' contract, so I won't have to use that next year. Mikal, we know, is hurt right now, so we're running off of our best player is injured, so that is fine. If I can get some cap flexibility for next year, that would be amazing. We're gonna have to just go more towards the actual trade deadline, and then that's when I'll be able to find things for later on. So let me go ahead and update this. They want to put Jetty in the game. Ben Simmons is a starter. They want Cam Johnson to come off the bench, Buddy Hield to come off the bench, TJ McConnell, Royce O'Neal, and of course Ausar Thompson. We're still going to try to make sure that Ausar is comfortable getting minutes. He had a great first month of the season, but ever since he's sort of been struggling. So hopefully Ausar can pick it up. I'm not sure. He is only a 74 overall. It is what it is, but right now I am looking more to just upgrade him, upgrade Cam Thomas. These are the players that I hope can get better. You know, build up Nick Claxton. These are just the players I do want to build up. So let's just go ahead and simulate through a couple of weeks and see what we can do. Alright, now Nick Claxton's injured. Whatever. I'm just going to have the computer build it. Whatever. Gordon Hayward for Ben Simmons in a second round pick? Nah, I could probably get something better. Not better, but is Gordon Hayward on his last year of his deal? Or does he have like a team option? Gordon Hayward is on the last year of his deal. That is interesting. I'm not going to do this trade, because I am going to wait more towards the trade deadline. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and let's just sim for a little while. Oh. I guess I should have traded Ben when I could have. Oh, that is unfortunate. I guess we're probably going to have to wait for Ben in the offseason. That is unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Alright, let's just keep going. So, Ken Birch is second for TJ McConnell. Nah, I'm not going to take that trade. That's a decent trade, but I'm not going to take it. Marvin Bagley for Buddy Hield in the second. Nah, I'm not going to take that trade. What do they want me to do? Just have a whole bunch of centers? At this point, all my players are out. Finally, Nick Claxton is back. So let's go ahead and have them adjust it. But let me actually go and see what they're running. So Spencer Dinwiddie, Cam Thomas, Buddy Hield, Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, TJ McConnell, Ausar Thompson, Royce O'Neal, Jetty Osman, and Day'Ron Sharpe are the main guys right now. With Mikal and Ben Simmons injured. Ben Simmons is not going to be back for a while. Mikal Bridges should be back in the next couple of games. Right now, again, we're not winning. We're not going to win anything this year, and that's a-okay. Wow, terrible trade. But hopefully next year I can maybe make some moves. Maybe get Ben Simmons off the off the payroll and get somebody else going in here. So now finally we have Mikal back. So with Mikal back, we got Spencer, Mikal, Buddy, Royce, Nick, Cam, TJ, Ausar, and Jetty. Okay. Alright, not too bad. You know, everybody's a minus right now because we're losing. We're a bad team. Let me just go ahead and double check tendencies, make sure none of the tendencies have changed. I mean, you're literally an 80. I don't know what to tell you. You're at 80 shot. 83, 82, 75. You know what? Let's just go ahead and adjust this a bit more. I did like what Nick Claxton was doing, so I'm going to make Nick Claxton 85. I want Spencer Dinwiddie to be more of like a passer, a facilitator. I do need Cam Thomas to come off the bench and knock in shots down. Buddy, I'm good with Buddy at a 60, honestly. Just shoot the threes. That's all you really need to do. You probably won't be on my team for much longer. Asor Thompson, you're struggling a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and drop you down to 70. Yeah, 70. I'll drop you down to 70. But right now, I'm actually going to make Nick Claxton my second option offensively, as weird as that sounds. But again, it's all about progression. You know, I want to make sure Nick gets progressed. I want Mikal to get progressed. I want Cam Thomas to get progressed. These are the players I want to get progressed. And hopefully they can. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and sim till the trade deadline. Alright, so we're at the trade deadline now. We're 16 and 40, so we went 6 and 20. Too bad we don't have our first overall pick, because that's probably going to be a top 5 pick right there. Let's just go ahead and start trading off some players. Too bad we can't do Ben Simmons. That is so unfortunate. But right now, I think what I'm going to do is I want to see the value I can get for Spencer Dinwiddie since he is on his last year of his deal. Let me see if I can get some value back for him. And it still needs to make sense. Now, this team is blowing it up, but why would I need Paul George? The Memphis Grizzlies are trying to give me Norman Powell and a 2025 first round pick. That is very interesting. I guess they'll use Spencer Dinwiddie as a backup. You know what? Memphis, I like that trade. I'll come back to Memphis. I mean, yeah, of course I would like Jordan Poole, but that's not something that the Warriors would do, let's be honest. Alright, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and hit with the Norman Powell for a first round pick, so we're gaining another first round pick. It's not for next year. Again, the more first round picks we can get this year, maybe during the draft, we can maybe move up to draft a player that we think that could be a future star in the league. But let's just go ahead and take this trade. We get Norman Powell. He is on a 3-year deal. Maybe that's somebody that we move in the offseason. But for now, we can go ahead and just get Norman Powell on the team. So, now we don't have a point guard. TJ McConnell is our point guard. That's not something that we really want to do. I think now it's time to go ahead, because we're not trading Nick, we're not trading Mikal, and we're not trading Cam Thomas. I don't really want to trade Cam Johnson. But this might be somebody that we do trade. He is upset. He's a little irked, apparently. But, yeah. You know what? Let's go ahead and move Buddy Hield. And let's see what we can get for Buddy Hield. We're emphasis on a point guard right now, more likely. Drew Holiday's not going to happen, of course. Russell Westbrook? Russell Westbrook's not going to happen. I'm not doing that. No. Then I would have to give up an earlier pick. I'm not really trying to do that for Terry Rozier. Malik Monk, no. Mitchell Robinson, I don't need another center. I don't know. Michael Porter Jr. That's a trade. That's a bad trade for Denver. They ain't doing that. None of these trades. I mean, Kevin Porter Jr., but I have to give up that 28th first round pick. I really don't want to do that. I'm trying to go without giving up a pick. Jordan Clarkson's interesting. But again, it's somebody that would probably have to pay. Chris Paul, I'm not doing Chris Paul. Bruce Brown, PJ, nah. Alright, so none of these trades are really interesting. So maybe I can go build one for myself. So I will be right back with a possible trade that I built. Okay, so I'm thinking about the Clippers. I don't know if the Clippers are going to do it because they were a selling team. But if we can get Terrence Mann, Nicholas Batum, 2 seconds for Buddy Hield and Edmund Sumner. Let's see if that's a deal that they'll take. And they do. Not too bad, not too bad. So, you know, we just get some seconds. That's all that's really important to me, is getting some seconds. Because now, let's see what the coaching game plan is. Terrence Mann, Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas, Royce O'Neal, Nick Claxton. Cam Johnson again is off the bench. Norman Powell. TJ McConnell, Asor Thompson. I do not like the... Okay. So I do have a lot of shooting guards. I think I'm going to change Mikal to a small forward real quick. Let me go ahead and just do that real quick. So he's a small forward now. And anybody else that I want to change? Do I want to make Norman Powell a small forward too? Because who would be the backup small forward in this case? Jetty? Yeah. Let's just make Norman Powell the backup small forward. Alright, let's confirm the changes. Let's go back to the coaching game plan. So, Terrence Mann, Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, Royce O'Neal, Nick Claxton, Cam Johnson, Norman Powell, TJ McConnell, Asor Thompson, and Jetty Osman. Sorry about my mouse. Day'Ron, of course, not getting no minutes, and Ben Simmons is still injured. Is this the team that we're going to run with? Or do I try to get Royce out of here as well? Let's just see what we can get for Royce. Maybe we'll offer up Royce and, you know, we can get somebody like Yuta out of here. And see what we can get. We can bring Dorian Finney-Smith back if we thought that was a bad trade that we did. But we'd be doing it for an even worse trade, so let's not do it. I mean, Jae'Sean Tate is nice. I do like Jae'Sean Tate. But we're not going to take Jae'Sean Tate. Alright, no, we're just going to run with the team that we have. We're going to go ahead and finish the season out. So let's just go ahead and sim a few weeks to see what we have. Let's see if we can get slightly any better. So 21-48. Of course, we're not making the playoffs. I understand that we're not going to make the playoffs. It is what it is. How far? Ooh, are we the worst team in the league? Basically the worst team in the league. Man, them Houston Rockets are about to have a field day. Whatever. I mean, you see, no, we're just gonna sim to the end of the season. This year is a done year. Cool. At this point, Ben Simmons, I don't care. All right. End of the season is here. We got Jason Tatum, Victor Wembanyama, Jakob Poeltl, Giannis, Tyler Hero, Quinn Snyder. Do we care about that? Whatever. Nobody on the Nets is going to be here unless there's an all-defensive player. Nick Claxton, first team. Beautiful. All right. Let's just go ahead and sim the playoffs. We're not in the playoffs at all. We're not even close to the playoffs. Atlanta is making the dynasty out here for my league. Okay. All right, guys. Off season. You know, I originally didn't think I would be in the second off season by the third part 3, just because maybe I thought we would be doing a little bit more winning. But you know, sometimes things just doesn't happen that way. But this is going to be the year that's very important because we have pieces already that are very nice. And if I can get off of a certain Ben Simmons' contract and maybe get somebody in free agency, that is something that is possibly going to be key. So let's just go ahead and look. All right, LeBron's retiring. LeBron's not in my league no more. Hall of Fame. He is a Hall of Famer, of course. And just the Cavs. I think Miami might do it. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Everybody's rejecting here. Okay. Rejected here. That's cool. Whatever. Alright, so let's go to the draft lottery. Even though it doesn't really matter for me because I don't actually have any picks. I can't believe I'm giving... Dang, Rockets the second best odds. Why couldn't this be a swap year? At least if it was a swap year, I would have the chance to get what? Where's their... Oh, the Thunder have their pick. Oh, so it couldn't be a swap year anyway. Wait. Yep, they have... Okay. Alright. Alright. Maybe the Thunder will give me one of their picks. Not number 1, but maybe number 8 or something like that. Anyway. Let's go ahead and... Let's look at the staff. Anybody... We need to bring back Jacques Vaughn. We're going to start trying to build through the draft. So let's try to get a really good head scout. You know what? Let's throw some money at this guy. Let's get him. Yeah. Everybody else I don't really care about. Now we're going to the NBA draft. We of course don't have any picks this year, but next year we have 3 picks. So this could be something that we could do. In 2025 we have 3 picks. 2026 we don't have a single first round pick. 2027 we have 3 picks. 2028 we have 1. Wait, where's the Mavericks pick? Where's the Mavericks pick? Oh, it's 2029. Yeah, right. So once we're able to do 2029, I need to trade for the Mavericks pick and I need to trade for the Suns pick. I do need to remember that. That's fine. Is that something I can... I can't do that right now. Yeah, I can't do that right now. Alright, so next year I gotta remember to trade for the Mavericks pick and the Suns pick for 2029. Alright. Let's go to scouting. Let's go to the mock drafts. Let's see what's coming out. Wow. This guy's about to be beast. Type of guy that I wish we could build around. Anybody interesting for us here? I want to put an emphasis on a point guard. So is there a possible point guard coming out that could be nice? Ah, man. Doesn't really have a high ceiling here. How about Kenny Moore? It's not looking too nice. How about this guy out of China? He could be an all-star. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to have to look for... This might have to be... I don't know, but I don't know if we can trade for the third pick. I don't know how possible it's going to be to trade for the third pick. How about this guy? Okay. Alright. The fifth pick? Fifth pick? So King Spurs? Is this something that could be possible if we can trade for the King Spurs pick? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. But... First things first, I think I do want to try to find a trade for Ben Simmons. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do it through the trade finder. I'm going to see if there's anything that makes sense at all. And if not, then I'm just going to build it on my own. I'm not looking for any draft capital. I'm not. It's because that's not really something that's possible. Unless I'm taking back another bad contract. Because at least Ben Simmons is on the last year of his deal in this case. But if I'm taking back like a bad contract that has 2 years on it, then yeah, I want some draft capital back for it. Because I'm taking the worst pick from it. Draymond Green. Daniel Gafford, no. So Mason Plumlee in the second is cool. I mean, I'm saving so much money. Now, why are the Bulls doing this? I don't know. Maybe they're taking a flyer on Ben Simmons. Maybe they can change his 27-year self around. I don't know. But they would be giving me draft flexibility and a second-round pick. Kelly Olynyk in a second-round pick. Again, I don't know why the Clippers are doing this, but maybe to get younger, I guess. Again, a flyer. These teams could be just trying to take flyers, and that's a possibility. I'm not giving up a first. I'm trying not to give up a first-round pick in this case. I'll give up a second, like Terrence Dawkins and John Wall, but I don't want 2 years of John Wall. So, I think I'm going to go for... Does it really matter? They make the same money. They're 1 year in difference apart, and they both given me 26 first-round picks. So, let's bring Mason Blackley. Yes, Mason Blackley. Let's bring Mason Plumlee back to the Nets. Alright, so now we got rid of Ben Simmons. Alright? Terrible trade because Ben Simmons, a past All-Star, now getting traded for Mason Plumlee in a second. You imagine that? Alright, so now we have now we have salary cap relief. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's saying that we're at minus 42. Norman Powell could be somebody again. Now we do try to trade. Maybe this is the guy that we try to get for the fourth, maybe the fifth overall pick, whichever pick I am trying to do. I don't know why it says I'm at minus 42. It's probably because nothing has actually been updated yet. But let's go ahead and propose a trade. Let's go to the Kings first, because if we can get it the fourth pick, that would be cool. But it's draft time. Okay, whatever. So that's dead apparently. How about the Spurs? Can the Spurs do it? Alright. So the Spurs can do it. So, in the case of the Spurs are going to want a lot of picks. Now, am I going to want to give up the swap worst because I might be bad? But the Suns, I don't know if the Suns are going to be that bad. So I'll give up the Suns pick. Top 3 Grizzlies pick? I don't know. Let's give them the Suns 2027 pick. Let's give them 2 seconds. Let's give them Norman Powell. And do you think Cam Johnson? You think they would want Cam Johnson? So they're getting 2 first-round picks. They're getting Phoenix's first-round picks. They're getting 2 second-round picks. And they're getting Norman Powell and Cam Johnson for that first overall pick. Let's see if they take it. They do. It's probably a lot. I don't know if I gave up a lot. I don't know. I really don't know. But I really did want to get a draft pick for this guy, for a point guard. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see the first overall pick. Terrence Carney out of Mississippi, a shooting guard. Alright, now the second overall pick. Vic Bennett, a center out of South Florida. 7'2", 258. Not bad. Well, I don't know what they're going to do between him and Alperen Sengun, but, you know, that's not for me to handle. Sheldon Singleton, power forward out of Alabama, 6'10", 258. So that means that the 2 point guards that I wanted to try to draft, one of them is definitely going to be there for me. So whoever the Kings don't draft, I'll be able to draft. Oh, a center out of 7 foot, 227 at Pacific. Okay, so I think I have a chance to draft one of the point guards. It's my choice. Wait, is this the guy? Wait a minute. All of a sudden, there's no point guard. This is one of them. Ed Daniels. He's 22. He's 6 foot. He's really short. He's a B+ offense, C- defense. He's not really defensive. This guy can play point guard though. He can be an all-star. Carl Barber, is it Carl Barber? Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. Oh my goodness, but he's 19. But he could be Isaiah Thomas too, but he's a B+C. But man, I guess I'm going to be drafting a shorter guard. Now it's up to me if I want to pick Carl Barber or if I want to pick Ed Daniels. Ed Daniels is 22. Carl Barber is a little bit younger. So I'm going to go with Carl Barber. He's 168 apparently soaking wet. Yeah. 6'6", 6'6", not too bad right there for his wingspan. 2K ranked as 3rd, 3-level scorer, so he's going to be offensive. He's going to be an offensive guy. If I can fill up around him with defensive players, I think this is going to be somebody that we make a star in this league. At least I'm going to try. If I can make him, Cam Thomas, and them all stars with Nick Claxton, I think everything's going to be good. And then I still have what's his name? I still have Mikal Bridges as a defensive anchor and as the actual star as of right now. I tell you what, though, the Thunder just got a man. They just got a man's man. So we'll see what the Thunder can do with this. The Thunder's probably gonna be good for years. So hopefully I could do something. All right, so we signed him. Now let's look at our options. TJ's gonna get worse. Let's free up some more cap flexibility. Yuta doesn't want to really come back. He's discouraged. So, you know what? I'll let Yuta go. I'll let those two go. And Cam Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe, I'll bring those two guys back. You know, young team and all. I am trying to keep this team pretty young. Qualifying offers, I don't have any qualifying offers. So now we have 8 players listed on our team right now. Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas, Carl Barber, Mason Plumlee, Cedi Osman, Terrence Mann, Ausar Thompson, Day'Ron Sharpe. So this is a really young team right here. The only player over 30 is going to be Mason Plumlee. So let's go and let's look and see who we could draft or sign. Because we have plenty of money. We have plenty of money to try to sign somebody. Let's look at this. Mikal we sell for 2 more years. Terrence Mann, whatever, he's off the books next year. I like how it says I have minus 12 million in room. Oh, see, I gotta bring back Nick Claxton. Problem is, Nick Claxton actually isn't a restricted free agent. It's gonna be a little rough here. We might have to try to trim some money because we do have to bring back Nick Claxton. He has no offers yet, so that is good. The fact that he doesn't have any offers, but he does want 31 M's. So my thing is, let me see if I can try. Man, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but is there any way I can snag somebody? So I got my point guard set up. I got my shooting guard set up. I got my small forward set up. I'm not losing Nick Claxton. I'll sign him before I try to get anybody else at this point. I'm not losing Nick Claxton. So I guess a power forward is something I should be looking at because we still have a Sor Thompson down here. So shooting guards to me are good. I don't need a shooting guard. Power forward is like the only thing I really need a starter of. So let me see who is on here. Pascal. I don't know. Is Pascal really moving the needle though right now? He does want 36 M's. And should I go for more of like another deep team that try to fit around each other a little bit better? I don't know. Because I could... No, I have my shooting guard set up already. There's nobody here because it's like I would like to keep my team as young as possible at the same time. That's why I'm like, do I just bring back Nick Claxton right now? Man, I don't have... Okay, never mind. I do have to just bring back Nick Claxton just because I don't have bird rights on him. So, yeah. Let's bring back Nick Claxton. Let's just do that before I lose him. Alright, Nick is going to be coming back. Yep, Royce, no. TJ, yeah, no. Yeah, no. So, now we got Nick Claxton. Now we need to fill out our team a little bit better. Ooh, we can still get Jeremy Grant. That's actually a pretty good pickup right there if we can get Jeremy Grant. I do like Sadiq Bey as well. Ooh, we got a defensive guy in Jared Vanderbilt. That's what I said I really wanted to do, was put some defensive guys around that new point guard I did draft. So that might be the important thing to do right now because we do have Mikal Bridges, a really good defender. Nick Claxton, a really good defender. Cam Thomas, a subpar defender. Barber, a subpar defender. Plumlee, not that good of a defender. Cedi Osman's an okay defender. Yeah, we need a lot more defenders on here. At least we have a Sor Thompson who's a pretty good defender. A Sor Thompson needs to just get a lot better offensive-wise. I thought he was way better than this, but apparently he's not. So I do need some more defenders just because Mikal can play offense, Cam Thomas, Barber. These three guys could be my top three guys in offense. I'm not too worried about that. This is the year that we can lose too because I'm pretty sure the Rockets aren't... I did just give the Rockets a nice center, but I don't think that they're going to jump up so high that they're going to be out of the lottery. I'm not sure, but let's... do I bring in Jeremy Grant? I really do like Jeremy Grant. Or do I bring in Jared Vanderbilt? But I do... No, I'm gonna go ahead and do Jeremy Grant. Let's get him for a 3-year 60? Not 3-year 60. What am I talking about? I don't know why I went straight to minimum. I hate when it does that. Let's go with 3-year 57.5. Are we first on the list or no? We are. Are we about to get him? We do. All right. So welcome to the team, Jeremy Grant. Welcome to the team. So we got another offensive guy. We got another defensive guy. Good. We do need another backup power forward. Boo, but Josh Hart might be somebody that's good for this team. Although, you know, Matisse Thybulle is a guy that could play a big defensively for us. Should I go for offense or should I go for defense? That's the thing. I don't need another center. I don't need a shooting guard. I might need a backup point guard, though. An actual backup point guard. Do I need an actual backup point guard? Let me see. Barber is going to be the starting point guard for us. Oh, no. You know what? I do like Terrence Mann. I will stay with Terrence Mann as the backup point guard for right now. Sor Thompson I could put as the backup small forward, but I guess I have Cedi Osman to do that as well. So, yeah, I think the best thing for me right now, because Mason Plumlee would be the backup center, I would need a backup power forward. That's about it. So I have a backup point guard, I have a backup shooting guard, I have a backup small forward, I have a backup center. I just don't have a backup power forward. But I do like Josh Hart for this team. Either Josh Hart or Matisse Thybulle. How am I feeling about Kyle Anderson? He is a 3 and D who can play make as well, so he can sort of do everything. But so can Josh Hart. Let me look at what they did last year and go off of that. So last year in Orlando, Josh Hart did 4.8, 2.8, 1.4, which per 36 is 14, 8, and 4. Not really that good from 3. Matisse Thybulle for per 36, terrible. Not good. Kyle Anderson, 13, 7, and 4, but really good splits. Like better splits than even Josh Hart had. Although Josh Hart 457 to his 441. But his 3-point was a little bit better, where Josh Hart's free throws, it's about the same. So for me, it's like, do I pick Josh Hart? Now, in this case, Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges were somebody that they played together in Villanova. They're close friends. We'll just be missing Jalen Brunson from this, but, you know, that's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to steal him from the Knicks. Man, this is a tough decision. I think I'm going to go with Josh Hart, though. I have liked Josh Hart for a while, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and give Josh Hart a chance on this team. If he wants to come, yep, there's Josh Hart. All right, so now let's just go ahead and fill up the rest of the team with veterans. We'll go ahead and get Derrick Rose on the team. Why not? You want to come for the minimum, D Rose? I know it might be a little dirty on you, but, you know, whatever. Ooh, I can get Bogey? Hold on, because now I got the mid-level exception I could use. Ooh, Larry Nance Jr. Man, if I get Larry Nance, though, I'm trying to trade Mason Plumlee from this team. But I'm not really going to get much from Mason Plumlee. But, man, I could use the services of Larry Nance Jr. I like Larry Nance Jr. as a player. You know what? Screw it, right? Screw it. We give him a 2-year, $11.72 million. We'll give him a... We'll do a player option on him. If he wants to come back, we'll do a 1+1 player option on him. And let's see what he does. Alright, we got Larry Nance. Derrick Rose went to the Bulls. Hey, it makes sense. You know what? I'm not mad. I am not mad whatsoever. But now that we have Larry Nance as the actual backup center, Mason Plumlee could go. Again, I'm not looking for much. This person doesn't even have to be a rotational player. Okay, that's not happening. Again, I'm not going to do anything that's stupid. Man, I have liked Max Strus for a minute. I have liked Max Strus. Again, the Pacers aren't going to do that. Bring back Yuta, that'd be funny. Did we just do it for one for Dennis Smith Jr.? I just wanted to make sure that the coaches don't give Mason Plumlee the minutes and they actually give it to Larry Nance. I can get Caleb Martin in a second from the Timberwolves. Let's do that. Let's do that. That makes a little bit more sense. So now we have 12 players. We still need to fill it up. Again, we just need veterans that will come in and do their part when needed. So let's look for that. You know, let's bring Royce back. Why not? He is used to this team. I don't know why he's asking for so much. Whatever. Royce is tripping, but you know what? If we can bring him back on that, you know what? That's fine for us, actually, I realize. Because if then we can trade him for something else, at least we have that $5 million that we can add to him to possibly get somebody, you know, somebody better. So Pat Bev is on the team. Royce is back on the team. Do I go for anybody else? Not really. We can just keep it as a 14 right now. So let's go here. So, all right, Mikal went up 1. Cool. I think Nick is just there. Cam Thomas went up 1. Josh Hart went up 1. Asor Thompson went up 2. Asor Thompson is looking like he's going to get better defensively. Like, he is going to be a defensive player. I love that. I love that about him. He's going to be able to play defense. He's going to be able to play make. So, he's really going to try to... I'm really going to start giving him some minutes. His IQ starting to go up. So, this team, I'm starting to form a team. I'm starting to form an identity. Is it going to happen this year? Maybe not. But, you know, we never know. So let's go to training camp. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Stop. Training camp. Everything's going on untapped potential for right now. Barber, we want to make sure Barber is as comfortable as possible in this league. Cam Thomas, I want to make sure that Cam Thomas is the best shooting guard that he can be in this league. And Ausar Thompson. These are the guys that we are trying to do the best that we can to make a lot better. Yeah, they're all guards, but that's fine. So let's look at our rotation. So Barber, Thomas, Mikal, Jeremy Grant, Nick Claxton, and then Josh Hart's the first one to come off the bench. Then it's going to be Ausar Thompson, Terrence Mann, Day'Ron Sharpe, and Larry Nance. Huh. I mean, I know I had Day'Ron. Maybe I should. It's like I really did. Can Larry Nance play the power forward? Yeah. All right. That's cool. He'll just come in and play power forward, man. So I can play these two together. Because isn't Larry Nance? Yeah, he's not the best 3-point shooter, but he can shoot some of them. That's fine. And this is 2K. This is not actual real life. But all right. I'm liking this team a little bit better than before. We don't have any crazy contracts anymore. Nick Claxton, I mean, we got Nick Claxton for 5 years going crazy, but that's fine. That's fine. You know, real life he might not get it, but this is 2K. I don't know if maybe there's something I should do where I adjust it to feel like what they should actually get, or if I should just play within the means. That is fine too. But again, we have players here that we could trade if we need to get more assets. Like, we could trade a Martin, we could trade a Hart, we could trade a Royce, you know, we could trade a Larry if we do want to trade Larry, a Jetty if we wanted to trade Jetty. Because we're going to have to pay Cam Thomas at the end of this year. We are going to have to trade we're going to have to pay Cam Thomas at the end of this year. Now, he shouldn't be expecting like 30 M's or anything like that. But he probably will be trying to get like 20 something M's where, you know, we need to make sure that we have that for him. So, let's go ahead and look at tendencies real quick. We have some defenders around these two guys right here, but these two guys I know can offensively can be gifted. Now I'm trying to think if maybe I should just be like these two. I want these two. You know what? Let's do that. Let's let Mikal worry about defense more. I don't want to disrespect Mikal. Mikal's a really good offensive player, so I'll make him an 85. I don't want to disrespect Nick, but let's go ahead and drop Nick to an 80. It didn't work last year, so let's give Cam Thomas a 90 and let's give Barber an 88. These two are going to be my highest shooting guys right here, right? Then you're going to have Jeremy Grant, who's going to be a 75, Nick Claxton 80 and 85. So this is what I'm going to do. Ausar Thompson, not great offensively yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put him to a 68. I still want him to be able to take shots, but you know, I don't need him to do a lot right now. He's more of a defensive player right now, and that's cool. Maybe we can develop his offense at some point, but for right now, this is going to be the best case scenario for us. Okay, so I think that's going to be it. I did take a lot longer on this offseason. It was a little bit more important offseason than last year, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it right now. I hope y'all did enjoy. This is a team that should be moving forward. I'm going with development right now. It's going to take some time, but you know, I should be able to fly through this, and I should be able to win, hopefully, a championship with at least Mikal and Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton on the team. At least those three can stay on the team. Those are the three that I really like as a Nets fan. I like Cam Johnson too. I really like Cam Johnson too. But it's Mikal, Cam Thomas, and Nick Claxton who I really want to keep on this team. All right. So until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.